Hey there everyone, I'm Polkafan08, and welcome to the last bonus episode of Tales of Symphonia. Last time we took a look at the remaining minigames of this game, and I did surprisingly well at the one that I hate the most. The rest of them though, not so much. And today we are finally gonna head into this game's EX dungeon. Now, I don't really think I need to tell you this, but of course before you go in, make sure you stock up on all of the gems. I wish that I would have gotten more energy tablets, which of course the easiest way to get is just to run around with Zelos' personal skill, but I think I will be fine, and holy bottles can be pretty helpful too. I also maxed out all of my cooking ingredients, because the EX dungeon is tough, and cooking can actually really save your life. It is very helpful. It's also a very good place if you want max everyone's cooking level, because the battles in the EX dungeon are very frequent. But anyway, of course, I did tell you guys when we were here earlier in the game that there was a pretty big opening in between the books here. Well, that is because suddenly this book is here. Hey, look! This book has an X attached to it. You're right. What does it say? It's written in the angel language. Let's see. Seal? It's some kind of seal? I did not think the seal would be this weakened. Origin? What are you talking about? This is a forbidden book that Mythos sealed the lords of the underworld during the ancient war. However, time has weakened the seal. Evil is at work. You will be sucked into the book. What? Sucked into the book? Well, I don't really know if they ever made a game of the Page Master, but I think this will be the closest we'll get. Funny thing that it actually came out of Japan though. There is no way to know if you will be able to escape what you are in. I can still protect you with my powers for now. What do you wish to do? Now, if you say help us, that pretty much just means that you run away from this and you prepare your or like level up and stuff. But we'll go ahead and go in. Understood. What happened? We seem to be pulled into the book just as Origin said. Inside the book? Is that possible? Yes, it's in JRPG, so everything is possible, Genis. You should know that by now. But what do we do now? And I can already see that the first floor is not gonna be fun. LIoyd, the Sacred Stone! That's Soulfire! Are you here to destroy us? What's that voice? We are the next kings of the underworld. If you beings believe you can vanquish us, then place your lives on the scale and put yourself to the test. This book must be the one stolen from Heimdall. Can you hear me, bearer of the pact? Origin! This book must not be allowed to remain on this earth. This book contains the spirits of the demonic lords who plot to transform this earth to the underworld. The spirits gain power with the passage of time and will one day drive the possessor of this book mad. And then the world. Cliché! Alright, what do we do? The book can be destroyed by burning the soul fire in the deepest part of this underworld inside the book. However, even the soul fire cannot eradicate the book with only a small fire. You'll need to increase the soul fire until it's enough to destroy the book. There should be candlesticks where the soul fire can be burned. Light them to increase the strength of the soul fire and continue increasing it. Gotcha, so let's strengthen the soul fire and head for the lowest level. Oh boy, I can already see that the first floor will not be fun. But let's start with the positives here. We have 4 artifacts on every damn floor. And on the first floor we have a very fun one. Unison gauge filled to the max with every battle. Now, you see these things around the corner here. We need to shoot these to be able to progress. You see that the background is blue. And with every shot of the Sorceress Ring, we use 10 Soulfire, by the way. Soulfire, as you see up in the corner, is something that of course we need to be able to get to the end. And with the blue background here, which is the worst thing that you could actually I could have gotten actually in the beginning, but oh well. If you have a blue background, that means that you need to shoot these things to progress. There are 3 different colors of the background that you can actually get, but I'll go more into the others when I actually get them. So these are the candlesticks that Origin was talking about. You light them with the Sorcerer's Ring, which of course still takes 10 soul fire, and they will of course light up. And after you do that, you want to check them, because you will get some pretty nice stuff out of them, usually. The blue fire will usually either heal you or give you more soul fire. The red fire will give you items. Ooh, white quartz. Very nice. Yeah, this is the only place in the game except for, you know, stealing from the boss of the Tower of Mana that you can actually get white quartz. And there's also a green fire which will give you stat boosts. And it will also actually let you exit the dungeon, but we'll get to that because I have a feeling that I will see that later. But yeah, I just been babbling around here, which I usually do, but yeah, welcome to the underworld. Welcome to literal hell. No, I am serious, and I do not like to mess with my Sorcerer's Ring in here. The thing is, oh, I get the teleporter right away to the next floor. That's very nice. I will be completely honest with you guys. This is, in my opinion, the worst EX dungeon in the entire Tales series. And you'll see why right now. We are on floor 2, but it looks exactly the same. What in the world is going on? This is our world. You are merely outsiders. You must fight by the rules of our world. Oh, damn it, this is just great. The book is truly dangerous. Indeed it is. Oh wow, I hate this. Yeah, sometimes floor effects are also very negative, like this one. -1 TP while in motion pretty much means with every step. You can also get that with HP, but that's not that bad, but okay. So as you see, oh, I get the red background this time. As you see, this floor looks identical to the last one, except the layout of the candlesticks and the layout of the pathways are different. Which pretty much means this entire dungeon is just a copy-paste job. And in my opinion, the worst thing that an EX dungeon can do is being repetitive and boring. And I kind of wish that I would not have used my holy bottle now, because I got a red floor. Which means you need to defeat all the enemies. And also, and I am on manual mode, I see. And also, these enemies you may remember from the beginning of the game and the Balakrof Mausoleum. Not only is the dungeon layout itself a copy-paste job, so are the enemies. We have enemies from throughout the entire game here, but there are of course some new enemies too. The whole 4 of them, not including bosses. I don't know what they were thinking with this dungeon, to be honest, because it is incredibly lazy. And yes, I know that some people don't like the newer Tales games EX dungeons, which is pretty much also a copy-paste job. They pretty much just have the a area from earlier in the game, and they put a filter on it so it looks kinda memory-ish or something. And then they have new enemies in those areas. Well, to that I say, at least they had decency to put more new enemies in the areas. And sometimes you may also come to an area that you start thinking back to where you first came to the original area, and maybe something happened, like, yeah, I totally remember when I got there, then that happened. That was actually quite fun, and something like that. But this is crap! Yeah, I just said that. This area is crap. And I don't like crap. Especially not rushed, bland. Okay, this is starting to sound weird, but you know what I mean. This is a lazy rush job. And I don't like that. And I know I'm just starting to sound incredibly negative here, and I don't try to be that. It's just this dungeon really gets the worst out of me, to be honest. It's stupid. And the fact that they added 5 more floors in the PS2 version just so they could add new bosses, which are also copy-paste. Though I will give them that, the story behind the final fight is pretty awesome, and the fight itself is probably the most epic fight in the game. But it's still copy-paste. The 2 bosses that are original for this dungeon, they're fine. They got a buff. They're incredibly powerful now, and that's fine. But you'll see what I mean when we get to floor 10 and 20. But yeah, this dungeon is nothing but a huge disappointment for me though. I know you probably already got that, but it is. The EX dungeon is always something that I'm really looking forward when I get to the after game in a Tales game and something like that. Like when I played Tales of Arise R, when I played the Japanese version, I got to the EX dungeon and yes, there were some filters, floors in that one too, but the fights were awesome. The final fight was well worth it. And then the Chronicles version came out and I had to play through this again. And I just... No. I really don't want to. And it should really not be like that. But let's look past the negativity for now and say something positive. Because yes, there is something. Since it is pretty much the same on each floor. I don't need to show the entire dungeon, now do I? No. So what I'm gonna do, and some people may not like this, but I'm gonna meet you guys at the end of floor 5, where we will be fighting our first boss. Unless, of course, something very interesting happens. Yeah, I am actually resorting to this. Just because this is bad. So yeah, unless something very special happens, I will meet you guys at the first boss. Okay, I should probably say something about this. Sometimes your floor effect is stuff like this, where you get increased money or item drop chances, or the best case is increased experience. Oh, nice, already here. Especially if you have a blue or a green floor, because the enemies will respawn there. So that is actually the best way to level grind in this game. But that was the end of the 5th floor, so let's go and fight the first boss. That was good timing, actually. I am impressed you have made it this far. I shall give you death as a reward. Be honored. Shut up, that's my line. You don't stand a chance. Die! Yeah, I don't think you would actually say that, LIoyd, but sure, why not? Anyway, this is the Hell Knight. And if you're playing... Oh, wow, that was nice. If you're playing the GameCube version, this is pretty much a free win. But in the PS2 version, they buffed this guy to hell, and holy crap, he cut down Regal like he was butter. Well, that was not cool. And now, come on! Of course, Regal wasn't a part of that Unison attack. But yeah, as I was saying, this guy and the boss at the 15th floor both got pretty nasty buffs to them. So instead of fighting a glorified mook on this floor, we are fighting one of the most dangerous bosses in the game. Yeah, I'm not kidding. This guy is so freaking sporadic that it's almost, especially that move, I hate that move. It is almost impossible to actually predict what he's gonna do. He doesn't have any pattern or anything. He just does what he wants. He wants to run all the way to the other side of the arena to cut down your mages. Sure, he'll do that, no problem. And then he'll run up to them, and then he starts spinning, and people die. Yeah. Though I will say, I actually really like this fight because just because it is so challenging. Now, I actually really recommend to have Raine here with Photon. Not just because he is weak to light, but of course because he will also flinch. And when he's flinched, you can try to get a decent combo in on him, and also, of course, while he is stunned, you can heal up the damage that he, or at least try to heal up some of the damage that he did to you, and oh shit. Yeah, when he goes into overlimit, I like to just stay away from him, really. Or at least just block him. Maybe I can actually stop him. Seriously, Regal? I mean, I knew that you were gonna die a lot through going through here. Presea may actually be the better choice, but still, wow. Regal is a perfect glass cannon and all, and, well, sometimes the glory really doesn't help, but this is bad. Holy crap! Maybe I should switch up. No. I'm gonna go through this place with my original form. Nope, no problem. But I will say this. If people die, make sure that you don't use too many life bottles. And the hell, Raine? Okay, that was weird. Okay, yeah, you want to save as many life bottles as you can going through here. Because, of course, 20 floors, and you only have 20 life bottles. And with bosses that can easily kill you, and they will, as you see, you really want to try to save as many as possible for the at least the boss at the 15th floor, because he's even harder than this guy. But yeah, have Raine and have her cast Resurrection and Photon and Revitalize, and oh wow,
that was pretty good, wasn't it?
That was pretty good, Zelos. I actually really agree. I really thought I would have more problems, but I guess not. Awesome. And of course, when you defeat the boss, you will have a nice little safe room here, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, if you want to take a break, do it in this room, because, well, it's safe. So, you defeated the Hell Knight. However, I am different. The Hell Knight would have been destroyed by me once Niflheim is revived upon the earth. I am the king of the new Niflheim. What? For the conquest of the earth and the restoration of Niflheim, I will not allow you to burn this book. Wait, so that one wasn't the only sealed monster? So it would... Well, all it means is we just have to take on the next one too. Yeah, I guess so. Of course it wouldn't be the only monster. What do you think? And oh, we finally have a green floor. Yeah, I really like the green floors. You know why? Because there's no stupid gimmicks. Not at all. Oh, no more soulfire too. That's very nice. You just go from point A to point B, fight some fights if you want to, and, well, avoid them if you don't, really. And oh yes, finally new enemies too. Wow, floor 6 is awesome. We have the the Medusa. Yeah, that's it. She is a bitch. I really don't like the Medusas. Of course, just like all other Medusa type enemies, they can petrify you. And they will. A lot. But I have a Krona symbol on LIoyd, so that shouldn't be a problem. But the reason why I really don't like them is... Okay then. Yeah, I also was gonna say, they like to block a lot. And then we have this big guy, the Archdemon, I believe. He went down like nothing, pretty much. Yeah, I have Regal on Scatter, which means that he will be going after the, well, different enemies than me. And since he also got the Kaiser Greaves on, yeah, which are light elemental, he will usually do pretty good damage against, well, the new enemies in here. But yeah, the Archdemon, he's a little powerful, but that is pretty much all. But yeah, that's really all that I wanted to say. So once again, unless something very interesting happened, I will meet you guys at the 10th floor boss. Screw you, game. Yeah, sometimes the candlesticks are really not nice to you. Yeah, it's very rare, so you can just continue trying them out, but yeah, sometimes stuff like that happen. Though if it took away 100% of my HP, doesn't that mean that I should technically be dead? Yeah? Don't get me wrong, I'm happy that I didn't die, but it makes sense. Finally! Sheesh! I usually get this on like the 2nd floor. Yes, sometimes the game actually lets you choose the restriction of the floor. And, well, I usually just choose that I can't use the menu outside of battle. As you hear, yeah, can't go into my menu. I can still go into it in battle though, so that's not a problem. But yeah, the worse restriction you choose, the more soulfire you get. But I feel that you get so much soulfire anyway going through the dungeon that you really don't need to choose anything except, or you can go with something else if you want to, like going solo with your favorite character, the one with the strongest devil arm or something like that, but I usually just choose that I am gonna go, I go without actually using the menu. But I will say, when you have that you can use the menu, I usually don't like to actually check the candlesticks afterwards, because it may, once again, chances are small, but you may get a negative thing, like taking you down to 1 HP on each character. And since you can't go into your menu, then, well, I don't really think it's worth it, but that's just me. And also, the one at the bottom, the game chooses your character, you can't use items and you can't use the menu. Yeah, don't do that. The game will screw you over and you will die. But, well, once again, good timing. This is the 10th floor boss. Yeah, look familiar, eh? Damn vermin, they think they're so smart. Calm down, Magnus. How could I stay calm? Those vermin of Niflheim sealed us. And that's why I'm telling you to calm down. We cannot stay in the underworld. Yes, calm down. We have fulfilled our mission to strengthen the seal. Now Lord Yggdrasil will have to choose the leader of the Grand Five Cardinals. We must first get out of this place. Of course! That's why we need to... Wow! Fantastic spell checking here, guys. Totally. Why are there inferior beings in this place? Well, it may be an illusion created by the demonic lords. Huh? Why are the Grand Five Cardinals here? Really, LIoyd? I mean, Namco, Grand Five, or Course? And by the way, there's only 3 of them. And they're not the Grand Five, they're 5 grand! Sheesh! But we defeated them. It seems they don't remember who we are. Probably for the best. What a noisy illusion. Let's just get rid of these vermin. That should quiet them. Well said. They're attacking. No shit, Regal. What is going on? What is going on is we have a copy-paste boss that is actually quite awesome. Yes, indeed. We need to defeat Pronema, Forcistus, and Magnus once again. Now, like pretty much all other fights with the mage in it, I like to go for Pronema first. And since it haven't really been that long since we actually defeated Pronema, she is pretty much the same as when we fought her back in the Tower of Salvation. Though the 2 others, on the other hand, is not. For Sistus, sure, it hasn't been that long since we fought him, so he hasn't gotten that big of a boost. But he is still kinda dangerous. Or, he is the least dangerous in my opinion. Really the only move he got that is... Really, Zelos? Okay. Really the only move for Jesus got that is very annoying is his Mega Buster shot. Which you see him use when he will start charging a little bit and then shoot. The dangerous one though is by far Magnus. We defeated him like back in episode, I don't know, 12 or something. So yeah, it's been a while since we fought him. He got a insane buff. And that's why I have both Zelos and Regal on Scatter. So they both hopefully will go for Magnus. 1 hit for Magnus can do over 1000 damage. 1 combo for Magnus can actually instantly kill Raine. Or Regal if he doesn't move. So I would usually go for Magnus first if it wasn't for the fact that I really hate getting pestered by spells all the time. Plus the fact that she got Acid Rain, which is really not helping when it comes to, well, you know, Magnus running around and crap is going for Raine. Maybe I should just have Raine on full healing. Nah, Photon is a little bit too good to actually cut off, to actually turn off. So, oh, okay, good Regal, good Regal. It looks like Zelos is gonna help too, so I'm just gonna continue on with Pronema. Persistist, yeah, you can just go away. I don't care about you. Alright, Pronema got Prism Sword too. I don't think we actually saw that when we fought her back in Tower of Salvation. It's pretty much a judgment that is more accurate. And shit. Okay, yeah, life bottle, go, Raine. Of course, I need to use a life bottle if Raine dies, or else, well, we are out the healer, which is not cool. Now, I don't know why I didn't say this earlier, but this fight is not in the GameCube version. They just added this one in the PS2 version, and of course, since the PS2 version is in the PS3 version, then it's still here. In the GameCube version, the 10th floor was completely empty. Why? I have no idea, but it was. So, I guess, yippee that they put something in there at least. But, yeah. Take down Pronema, as I said, and then we want to go for Magnus. Pronema should be close to dying, though. Okay, I can't even be angry at that one, because that timing was awesome. Here we go! Ah! And all those overlimits, so that was pretty nice. But yeah, as I said, Pronema is very close to dying. Of course, she goes back into overlimits. I forgot about that. But it shouldn't really be a problem. Just use Rising Falcon a lot and she should die. And damn it, Raine. But yes, Pronema is down, so let's go for the big, tiny guy with the big axe and the claw. Yeah, I don't really know if we've seen that move before, though. He swings his axe wildly all around and fire comes out of it. I don't think he actually had that in the GameCube version, and I don't think we actually saw it in the first fight against him either. So I don't know, did they add that in this fight? I don't really know, but yes, Magnus is of course our next target. Most of his attacks are very strong, or let me rephrase that. His attacks are very strong, and most of his attacks are fire elemental. There we go. Most of his attacks are very strong. You don't say. I don't really think I needed to say that, but okay. Now, of course, you still have Resistance that is running around here, so there's the Mega Buster shot too. Cool. So, of course, I still have at least Regal. I can't remember. Do I have Zelos in Scatter too? I don't really know, but it looks like he wants to kill for Sisters anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yes, have at least one of your party members on Scatter, so that Alex. So he can maybe stop the last remaining Cardinal to actually go for Raine, or well, if you have Genis, then of course Genis too. No, I don't really think Genis is the best choice for this fight, to be honest. But, of course, what you could do to make this fight a little bit easier on yourself is, of course, equip some fire-resistant gear. It won't help that much, since, well, Magnus is still incredibly powerful, but it will reduce some of his damage, and the same with resistance, except, of course, wind resistance. But I don't really think I need that, since, well, never mind. Holy crap. That move, too, he just slides over the ground and yeah, does that. I don't think he had that in the GameCube version or in the fight in Palmacosta. Did they just give him a lot of new moves just to make him more of a challenge in this fight? I don't know, but it kinda seems like it. I mean, I know that they had the claw burst attack in the Palmacosta too, but he didn't slide all over the ground, did he? I don't think so. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. It's annoying, sure, but I think you can just block it, so it doesn't really matter. Though I will give them this. This fight is a freaking war of attrition. This will most likely be the longest fight I have to do in here, just because all of these have so much HP and they are all just so goddamn powerful. If there is a place that you will most likely use the most items, I think it's this fight. The next boss, yes, he is pretty challenging. Actually, I am not looking forward to it that much, but oh well. But the final fight, it's not that difficult at all. But what I think I'm gonna do here when we actually take down Magnus is that I will show a little bit of Resistance, and then I'm just gonna cut the rest of the fight, because Resistance doesn't have any new moves at all. He got his... oh god, it's gonna hurt. Okay, first death for me too. Fine, fine, fine. I'm not perfect. But yes, Forsistus still got his upburst and his downburst and all that stuff, and that is pretty much all he's gonna do. He doesn't do that until he got hit a little bit. He still got he uses his upburst, but not the downburst part. As you see, he just falls to the ground. So yeah, there really isn't much to Forsistus. After you've taken down Magnus and I guess Krona too, you pretty much won the fight. And yeah, there you saw he charged his Mega Buster, as I like to call it. Sadly, we need to kill Mega Man once again. Even though he's pretty fun, there we go. Even though he is pretty fun to play as in Smash Brothers, Capcom still hasn't said anything about the new game, so yeah, sadly, Mega Man is still dead. Mega dead. But yeah, I don't really think I need to show the rest of this fight here, or maybe I'll speed it up, we'll see. So I will just meet you guys after the fight, really. Well, hey, we won and didn't get an experience. Lucky us. And of course they fade because they were the illusion. What? They're not real? Those memories belong to the one who sealed us. Their man was chiseled into this world, along with the seal. They are now your enemy. So an enemy of my enemy is still my enemy. Seems so, yeah. Be careful. According to their words, Yggdrasil is the one that sealed the Demonic Lords. Oh boy, I see where this is going. And it's awesome! It is quite possible. Of course, it's more like an illusion, so we won't know how strong. That's... Are you alright? Yeah, let's keep going. Alrighty, so 10th floor down. Halfway there, and I can still not use my menu? Really? Huh, picky. At least I can use it in the battle, or else I would be pretty screwed.